Hey guys, Joe Burnich here with Big West Marketing and Carpet Cleaning Websites.net. Today we are talking about the new upcoming mobile change that Google is talking about and kind of scaring everybody. And I'm not sure how much hype it is and how much reality is actually involved in this new mobile update. Maybe you've read about it. I've had several of my clients ask me about it. And to tell you the truth, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. So there's no reason for everybody to freak out right now. But that being said, it's good to be prepared. 95% of all my clients are mobile ready. So I want to make sure that you guys know that if you have a mobile site with me, then you're covered. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about it. But to make sure, I would jump over to Google's little testing tool, which I will put a link to below this video. So you can go in there and basically just put this in. So I'm going to show you guys a couple examples of mobile-friendly websites so you know exactly what that means. What does that mean, mobile-friendly? Let's check it out. Okay, there's two different things. There's mobile, an actual mobile website. Okay, that's a completely separate website that has all the nice big buttons and everything. And then there is a responsive website. There's a lot of confusion out there. I've seen on the forums people talking about responsive websites. A lot of guys just have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to that. So I'm going to explain that, show you some examples of what an actual responsive website is, which Google will also consider mobile friendly and help you pass the test. So let's look at the first one. The website that I did for my business that I sold last year, wowmissoula.com. When we made the changeover, the guy did not want the mobile website to go with it because it didn't show the nice big coupons at the top of the screen, because that's the way he wanted to market, with coupons. So we didn't take the mobile, we didn't delete the mobile website, we just disabled it, and so now he is not mobile friendly. We're going to make him mobile friendly. He may be mobile friendly by the time you see this video. But I just wanted to use this one as an example of what is not mobile friendly. So I put in wowmissoula.com to the Google test, click Analyze, and it goes through its little, percentage and everything. Okay, it already finished. So it's telling us failed to fetch the requested URL. That means it did not pass. And then it says make this page mobile friendly, and Google gives you some options here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say done. We're going to take this mobile. We're going to reactivate the mobile website on this guy's, just to make sure if when Google implements this new mobile change, which is coming up in a couple weeks, April 21st, just to make sure he keeps his rankings, because he's ranking very well right now. I think he's number 2, sometimes number 1 in our town, Missoula, Montana. So that being said, I just wanted to show you one that does not pass. Now, let's look at one that does pass. My good client, Kashgarian Rug Cleaners out of Chicago, had called me or had contacted me and said, hey, I want to make sure I'm covered with this mobile thing. So what I did, I take KashgarianRugCleaners.com. I throw that into the test. Let's analyze this one. Awesome, this page is mobile friendly. That's what you want to see. It'll even give you a little screenshot of what his mobile site looks like. This little format here looks really simple, and a lot of guys are like, I don't want it to be that simple. I want buttons and this and all the stuff that's on my main website. I have tested repeatedly this format here, and it works way better than any kind of clutter or any kind of, too much information or videos or contact forms, all that stuff. I have found that this simple format will get more phone calls than anything else. So that's why we set our mobile sites up this way. So that's it. That's an official mobile website. So what happens is if you go to his website on a mobile phone, it will actually say, instead of going to the main website, go over to this this mobile website. Another thing is I build these mobile websites in HTML, not WordPress, because WordPress on a phone can take anywhere from 5 to 30 seconds to load on a phone. If your website, if your mobile website takes that long to load on a phone, people are gone. They're clicking off. So that's why I use HTML to load up quick, 2-3 seconds. So highly recommended you do that. Or let's look at another example. Let's look at a responsive site. So here's the main website for Kashgarian. I just want to show you guys something. If I shrink down my screen, this website does not shrink with it. It just cuts it off. So that's why we did a mobile website for this specific website. But I want to show you another website that I just did, BigWestMoldServices.com, and I made sure this one was set up responsive. It does not have a separate mobile website. It has a responsive feature. The problem with responsive, in my opinion, is that you have less control over how you want it to look. Okay? But it still works great. It'll pass the test. So let's look at this. So we've got Big West Mold Services. Now, let's see what happens when we shrink this down to the size of a mobile phone. Boom. And the size of an iPad. You see how everything kind of shrinks and realigns. The video even shrinks down, you can see. And I set this up. I hired a programmer to help me do this. We set it up so that when it shrinks down, like watch this. So we got our big header up here, normal, with the big phone number, just like I tell everybody, call to action. But when we shrink it down, it changes that header to include a phone number that you can actually tap on your phone to call. So let's go ahead and throw this one into, it does not, like I said, this is not a mobile website. This is a responsive website, which Google will also pass. So let's throw that guy in. Boom. Analyze it. See what Google says about that. Awesome. This page is mobile friendly. Gives me another little screenshot. Okay. It's not as pretty because it doesn't have all those buttons down there, but it does have the call to action. It does have the tap to call now, which, come on guys, that's what we're looking for, is phone calls. People aren't wanting to research your company and check out all the different stuff you offer. If they want to get that involved with your company and your website, they're going to go to the desktop version on either their iPads, or they're going to go to their computer, their laptop, or whatever. So this is strictly for cell phones, smartphones. So that's it in a nutshell. Now, one thing I do want to mention. Let's go to my website here, my marketing website. Okay, so I've been doing mobile websites for several years now. And here's the little graphic I use on the page that talks about mobile websites. And basically, it shows the difference between a mobile site and a website that is not mobile. So I've had a lot of guys think that, well, if my website shrinks down and shows up on the cell phone, it's responsive or it's mobile ready. No, it's not. It's just shrinking down. This will not pass. If you have a website that just shrinks down and does not go to a mobile site or does not go to a responsive site, it will not pass. And that's how the Wow Missoula was that I showed you. That's how it'll shrink down and it'll look okay on a cell phone. But it's not going to pass Google's test, and it may or may not affect rankings. We have no idea how that's going to play out, so don't get too scared if you don't have a mobile site yet, but we can take care of that for you, of course. Like I said, most guys are taken care of, so please run, before you call us or email us, please run your website through this test. If you don't pass it, then call us, okay? If you absolutely do not have a mobile website, you ordered a website from us and you don't have a mobile version of that, it's $247 for current clients, $347 for people that are not currently our clients. So that being said, if you'd rather have this responsive version like this, which, let's talk about the advantages of this. If you change something on your big website, you're going to have us or somebody, whoever did your mobile website, also change it on your mobile website. That's the disadvantage with mobile websites. The advantage with mobile websites is you have more control over how it looks. Now, the disadvantage to a responsive design, like I said, is that you have less control over the look and feel. because all it does is kind of squish things together, realign it, and shrink stuff down. Okay, so you have less control over how it looks. So people that are very picky, very particular about how their mobile website's going to look are going to want to go with the mobile version. But the advantage of using responsive is that anytime you change anything on the desktop site here, it'll automatically change it on your mobile version of that site or the responsive version of that site. So it just depends on what's more important to you. You know, look and feel or being able to change everything all at once. It's your decision. We can do it either way. If you have a current website and you want to change it to responsive, once again, it's $247 because we got to redo a lot of stuff. And we may have to change the look and feel of your desktop site to make it work mobile. So that being said, once again, run your website through the Google tool that I'm going to put below this video. If you don't pass it, give us a call. If you do pass it, you're covered. You're good to go. Now, of course, if you have questions or whatever about this video, let me know. But I just don't want people to call up or email and say, "Hey Joe, is my stuff good to go? Am I ready to go?" If you put this through here, click Analyze, and it says Awesome, the answer is yes. If it doesn't, that means no, and we need to take care of it. So that being said, run it through. Give us a call if you do not pass it. If you do need a mobile website, of course, we'll take care of you. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal at first anyway. I don't think it's going to flip the whole internet, upside down like some of the, I've read some articles out there and seen people talking about it, and they're kind of using scare tactics here to get you to buy a mobile site. I'm not taking that route. Usually when Google comes out with something like this, it's it's a small change, and then they'll kind of implement it over the next few months or the next year, and it'll come out in stages. It's not going to just drop everybody all. It's not going to be like a big bomb that drops everybody at the same time. But that being said, it could affect your rankings. Not sure how much, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot, I don't know. But if your competitors don't have mobile versions of their site and you do, you will have an advantage, not only from a ranking standpoint, but from a user standpoint. Your customers like mobile sites better than they like looking at big websites on phones. Big websites have been shrunk down. And that's why Google's doing this. So, like I said, let us know. If you need a mobile website or if you have any questions, please give us a call, 406-493-1881. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.